Hey everyone, it's Dr. H, your friendly wargame guy at the Air Command and Staff College, and I'm going to talk a little about naval movement and naval missile combat. Now, the general rule for naval movement is that you can move anywhere in one box or one box. What does that mean? Well, say we've got a carrier strike group here, right, and it wants to move to the Taiwan operational map. It's already in the Taiwan Straits. So that means it would need to move into the Taiwan inshore box. Cool. And then onto the Taiwan operational map. And it can do that, right? It can move one box. That's all in the same box. It's not hard to do. We have this French carrier group here. And the French carrier group can move one box, right? So it can move from the central approaches to the Taiwan Strait. And then once it's in the Taiwan Strait, it can do the same thing. It can move to the Taiwan inshore box. It can move to the Taiwan map, right? It can do that also. What it can't do, right, is be in the be here in the central approaches and try to move to the Paracels inshore box in South China Sea, because that's 2 sea zones away. So that's not going to fly. But if it was in the Taiwan, but that carrier group in the Taiwan Straits can in fact move over to the South China Sea into the Paracels inshore box and do stuff in the Paracels inshore box if it so chooses. So remember, once per phase, right? So per phase, there's a lot of movement phases. So ships can actually move pretty far. You can move one sea box. And then you can do, once you're in that sea box, you can do any movement that you so desire once you're there. That does raise an interesting question, though, right? What if I'm moving into areas where this might be contested movement? There's a checklist for that, right? There's actually a flow chart, and you can follow the flow chart and determine whether or not what you're doing is contested sea movement or not. What you're going to do is you're going to start with wherever it is your naval movement is, and then work through the flow chart to determine whether or not it's contested or not, right? So you'll have a movement where I am and where I'm going, and then I'm just going to start asking questions. If at any point I answer yes, this is contested sea movement. If I answer no, it's just sea movement, right? Uncontested movement is always successful. Contested sea movement requires a roll on the contested sea movement chart. We're going to use the advanced side of the contested sea movement chart, and what that will give you is a result, right? Movement successful, or it'll give you the option of not taking the movement, not having the movement be successful, but taking a strike marker, right? So that represents damage or other sorts of issues that may come up. So one sea movement, one large sea box a turn. Ask myself, is it contested? And if it is, roll on the chart. Note that in the Pacific, right, the Chinese do get the option to just expend a cruise missile point and make it a contested roll, right? There are other things, so check your spins so that you know what's going on any particular case. That's naval movement, right? Naval missile combat is actually also fairly simple. Let's see, nope, that's the wrong one. There we go. Right, so if I have 2 units in the same sea zone, so I've made it, let's assume I made my contested roll, then detected units can fire at undetected units, and then detected units can fire at detected units. You're going to consult the strike table, and you're going to look at naval strike, and you're going to use the big number on the thing. That's how much naval missile power it is. So you conduct the strike using that. Once you conduct a strike, you're automatically point detected. Right? Everybody knows where you are. You just fired missiles at the enemy. Good times. So now everybody knows where to look for you. But that's how you conduct naval combat. Right? So naval movement, one sea zone, anywhere in the seas. Once I'm there, I can move into the inshore box in the operational map. Each time I move, though, from one box to another, right? So if I want to I have to check to see if that's contested. If I want to move to the operational map, I have to see if that's contested. If I want to move from box to box, I have to see if that's contested. I check if I'm contested through the flow chart, which I'm going to use to look at where I am and where I'm going. Good times. Contested sea movement is a roll on a table. I may make it. I may have the option to take a strike marker and or not go. These are my choices. And then if I want to conduct naval combat, I have to be in the same box. The same at sea. I have to be in the same box, right? So I have to be in the same area that the enemy is, and I can only shoot at detected units. Undetected shoots at detected. Detected shoots at detected. In that order. And it counts as a naval strike. So strike against naval units, naval strike, value of the big number on the counter. That is the summary of naval movement and combat. I hope this helps you rule the seas, and I will see you in the next one.